You guys, hello. How are you? I hope amazing. I'm so excited for you to hear this episode. It is so good. Very excited for this week's guest. I am very excited this week because I just purchased the new Twilight on audiobook and it's so good and it's so problematic too. And we're going to have a whole episode about it. But yeah, I bought the audiobook and me and Ben have been listening to it together and he likes it. And oh my God, 15-year-old me is so jealous right now. She's like, what? You have a boyfriend and you guys listen to Twilight together? And it's from Edward's perspective. It's so good. Ugh, it's so bad. It's so good. I'm going to have to talk about it, but not on this episode. On this episode, I have my friend, comedian Lucas Connolly. He's a comedian. He's been seen on CISO's New York's Funniest Comedians. He won the National Lampoon Joke Off. He has been featured in a national commercial for Joe's Crab Shack and was featured on the front page of Reddit countless times. You're going to love this. I had the best time recording it. I think you're going to have the best time listening to it. If you want to see an unedited version, we had to heavily edit this one. So if you want to hear that, go to patreon.com/howcome. Also, you're going to hear a part where I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I didn't ask this question. We end up going back. We're going to do a Patreon for that too. That'll be like a little revisit with Lucas. We haven't recorded it yet. So if you have any questions throughout the course of this episode, send them to me, whether it's DM at Howcome Podcast or at my Instagram at Remy Casimir. Send in your questions for Lucas because we're going to have him back on because I don't know if you guys are familiar with Lucas Connolly, but he has 4 moms. So he's got a lot of experiences that you're going to want to hear about. And this episode, we go into a lot of them. But yeah, there's going to be more with Lucas. And yeah, you guys are going to love this. He's so great.
How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna jizz.
Thanks to Tushy for supporting How Come. Tushy is a sleek bidet attachment that clips onto your toilet and sprays your butt clean with fresh water. And it's the best thing you can do for your butt, and it starts at just $79. Go to hellotushy.com/howcome to get 10% off your order. Big shout out today to Helix Sleep. Take their 2-minute sleep quiz and they'll match you to a mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. Find your perfect mattress at helixsleep.com/howcome. You guys, I'm so excited. Welcome, Lucas Connolly.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the pod.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Very excited. First of all, how are you? Where are you in the world?
All right. I'm in Kensington, Brooklyn, which is, people don't know where it is, but it's deep in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but Brooklyn, it's New York.
Yep.
I've been seeing a lot of articles and a lot of backlash to articles about New York being dead.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of it, and I don't really know if I haven't read enough to really choose a side, but I don't really like anytime anyone says something's dead.
Yeah.
Also, you got paid to write that article about it being dead, maybe by someone who's paying you from New York. So maybe
I don't know. Well, one of them was by one of the articles I saw was by a comedy club owner in the New York Post. Yeah, well, but the thing, okay, so here's my take, and nobody asked for it, but I just kind of wanted to talk about it with somebody who's still in New York.
Yep.
And I also still love New York, but some of the points that were made were it's gonna be different. People everywhere are noticing that they can work from home. So businesses might not invest in office space again, which is true. But does that mean New York equals dead? No. There's still great people like yourself doing stand-up in New York, on outdoor shows.
Yep.
Your girlfriend is doing the coolest project ever.
Yes.
But where she's photographing people in their windows.
She's killing it. Yeah, and that's what's so weird is that I don't think it's dead in a sense, but it might be injured. It might have a weird limp for a while.
Isn't everywhere?
Yeah.
It would be really weird for New York to be no, we're the same. Everywhere in the world is affected except us.
Yeah. We're different though. We're different.
So yeah, I see valid things in those articles, but I don't think I don't think dead is the word. I think they mean like maybe it's not going to be like the center of everything for the foreseeable future, but like there's going to be no center of everything for the foreseeable future until we have like a vaccine.
Yeah. Or what happened after the Great Depression? We had to go into a world war.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's possible.
Yeah. I don't know who benefits from saying that New York is dead either.
People who who have enough money to buy real estate, I guess it's a good way of being like, don't come. And then they can just buy more.
That's the other, like if all these places are empty, then yeah, maybe rent will go down and then more people will move in again.
That's how it always goes, right?
But yeah, I just thought it was like very strange because I kept seeing all these comics being like, stop saying New York's dead. And I was like, who are you responding to? Nobody's saying New York's dead. The whole world is literally very sick.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is. I thought the same thing when Kobe died. I just really hate it when somebody says anything that makes an entire group of people make a decision to like, you can't say this thing. And I go, okay, here it comes. There's going to be people that are choosing sides now. New York's dead or it's not dead. Kobe's funny or he's not funny to make fun of. It's like, oh, God damn it.
I'm on both sides of it. Like, yes, New York is dead. Okay. Like, I mean, but like, so is everywhere else. I would venture to say.
Yes. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, you're going to make me make a decision. It's not dead. Look at me living.
Do you think Kobe's okay to joke about?
I know what it is. I don't think it is. He is. But the thing about it is, I don't think I have been programmed now to be like, oh, it's some person that died, someone respected. I should just not say anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
When fucking Nancy Reagan died, like I made a dare joke that day, you know?
Yeah.
That would hurt somebody for sure.
Yes. Definitely hurt somebody, but like not when I cared. If Trump died tomorrow of COVID, I would be on it.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's like a very interesting time, right? Like as like a comic, but also like somebody who like cares about social justice and stuff. Like I feel like I've been policing other people's jokes in my head at least, but just being like, ugh.
Yes. Oh, I've done it too. Someone came up to me and was like, oh, I did this set and I had to follow this guy and it was so hard. And then I was like, yeah, but that guy's just saying, he doesn't actually put it through a filter of like, is this hurting anyone ever? He just says mean things fast.
Yeah. But then there are the people like who they say mean things, but then the larger intention is good, and then the joke is good, and it makes it worth it. And so sometimes I'm like, ugh, the joke is...
Jeselnik's jokes to me, or some, like, if we're going to talk about, like, comics that do mean jokes, it's like, oh, well, it's perfectly written, and you don't mean it.
Is the intention of the joke good? Like, is the rape joke about the rapist, or is it about the victim? Do I come away from the joke being like, okay, you actually like that group of people and you support them or whatever, or is it like rape's good?
Right. Yeah. And I guess it really comes down to, and that's what the argument moved on when we were having that discussion where it went, well, he has a good look to say the things he says. And he was explaining some comic. It was some comic who's handsome. And because he was handsome, he got away with saying meaner things.
Oh, yes. Well, it's not even just handsome. It's handsome and charming and has never been told that they're not handsome and charming in their whole life. So they walk with an air of handsome and charming and they say opinions like facts.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah. I've had so many times where I've been at a comedy show and I see like semi-attractive male comic and I like kind of kowtow to them before the show because I just assume they must be better than me because of the way they're carrying themselves like around everyone. And then I watch their set and they like eat a dick and I'm like, I need to reprogram my fucking brain.
Right. Hot doesn't mean good.
Literally.
Right? Like, or it doesn't mean that they're talented. But it's like, you're like, wow, they're hot and they've had success. It's like, yeah, that's how most of the world works.
Yeah.
now that I'm not working as much as I used to be, or not even close to be, is I just now think about why am I not in a position where I should have been? And I go, well, the easiest one is I'm not hot enough, right? I have a weird teeth gum ratio.
You're getting hotter
I walk
though.
funny.
Oh my God. Can we talk about teeth to
I am.
gum? Same. Go on.
Right. But it's like, am I too fat? Or am I too like weirdly in the middle weight? Like I should be thinner or I should be way fatter. Like those are the things I could physically control. And then at the end of the day, it's like maybe you don't write at all or do any of the hard work. And you're like, oh yeah, that's probably really it. But it's easy to say I'm balding.
Yeah. Or it's easy to be like, am I not just telling jokes to the lowest common denominator that are like kind of easy? Well, I don't know. Maybe that's even talking us up, being like, your jokes are just too cerebral.
I'm just too smart for everybody.
Smart. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you're not further ahead, but you are one of the funniest people I know.
It's definitely the teeth, the gums. I'm gonna say it right now.
To gum. I think there's a surgery. I was looking into it for a time, but I decided underarm flaps were more important.
Ooh, my girlfriend has been talking about getting her second chin removed because it's one of the few ones that doesn't matter how much exercise you do, you kind of keep it if you grew it.
Yeah,
it's a very interesting thing because I was like, I was raised for the people who don't know me, I've raised by lesbians, so I kind of got raised that like plastic surgery was this kind of thing that you really didn't, that like it was because we were taught really bad women were taught really bad values about themselves and like and then you go, well, this is a thing that happens, and if you don't want a double chin, you're not going to not have one unless you get this surgery. And it's really not that dangerous. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
I have friends with tattoos.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting conversation. So yeah, Lucas has 4 moms. And so that conversation is very different from the ones, I mean, I was raised with a dermatologist, surgeon, parent, and my mom. So my mom and my dad. and
weird way of explaining it, but I love that.
No, my mom and my dad. And my mom has never wanted to talk about diets or anything, but my dad works in a cosmetic field. And we grew up in New York City where beauty is like super, super valued. Yeah. And so that's something that I've kind of been struggling with is like, I feel bad when I say shit like on this podcast being like, I think that my arms are gross or whatever, because I don't want to spread that mentality that I've grown up with. But at the same time, I know a lot of people who have really improved their self-image by getting surgery. And to those people, I say, go do your damn thing, you know?
Yes. That's how I feel. But then, so I started Googling, right?
Okay.
Which is probably not the best thing, but I wanted to Google more about plastic surgery. And it was what she doing. Was it a thing that she was doing instead of exercising or some kind of like unhealthy behavior just to think about modification? Most people are saying no, but then you get into bimbification, which is a weird sub world that I never even found out, which is just like women that want to make themselves as much of like a bimbo look as they possibly can.
Okay.
And it's fascinating because
I just realized that's what I'm doing. Okay.
Yes, exactly. but it's so funny. Like, but no, it's such a weird world because basically it's just these women, and they found a subreddit, and I can't remember exactly what the name of it was, but it was basically bimbos for bimbos. So it wasn't like the men just fetishizing plastic women. It was women that were all like helping each other become the best bimbos they could possibly be for each other. And I was like, now I'm like, think this isn't as bad. And I was like, even though they look real terrible, and by
your perspective, they could be super happy.
So happy. And I would love to know that they're happy, but it feels like they always are just looking at their body as like a new step for improvement.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, so that's what the conversation is with me and Ben is anytime I say I want to get something done, he reminds me, you're still not happy with your nose after 2 nose jobs. Do you think it's about the nose or do you think it's about you? Like, I think you're beautiful. Your arms are normal. I think you might have body dysmorphia. Now, that is something that lives in your brain, but then from the am I hot enough angle to succeed in comedy as like a public figure, I know I'm such a judgmental fucking bitch, and I don't know if this is inherent to me, if it's my parenting or whatever, but if I see people on TV and they have a nose that's off center, I'm like, what gives you the gall
Yes,
to think
get it
we all want to
centered.
look at you? You know, it's this one Real Housewife who
Yes.
actually has a very bad attitude, but also I'm like, the nose.
Yeah. My girlfriend. That's a fight not like a real fight, but it's a
No,
it's
like
a thing that she's just like, you don't compliment me enough when I say negative things about myself. And I was like, well, I was not raised that way. I never saw my mom's being like, I'm fat, and be like, you're not fat. Like, I never saw that conversation ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, what? I don't want to build you up. I don't even give you energy when
Yeah.
you say stuff like that.
So when did your moms get divorced, first of all?
So my mom's got divorced around 7 or 8.
Okay.
They got new partners though immediately. Like stereotypical lesbian joke.
U-Haul. Yeah.
Immediately. Two moms basically, like, immediately.
Did you take to them quickly?
Yeah, because I was still that's really young. 7 years.
You're
7 years
super
old.
young.
And I'm sure I was not the best to them. But like at the end of the day, it was enough for them to become my true parents.
Yeah, for sure. Was there sex talks for you?
Yeah, I got the Heather Has Two Mommies and the Birds and the Birds cover book, which were really weird. Yeah, my mom's never.
You were like, how does this apply to me? I am nowhere in these books.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, there was a Grimm Fairy Tales that was a feminist version where all the women were strong.
Amazing.
That I remember us reading. My mom's we never had no assumption of what I was attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no like, ooh,
nice.
is there a straight? Is that a girl you like, or is that a boy you like? Like, no talk of that.
They never sexualized their child. That's so
No,
interesting.
they never sexualized other children for you. Like I feel like every boy and every girl I ever that's my age had their parent go, ooh, is that the new boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of thing. And for my parents, nothing like that ever. Is that a new friend? Yep.
Yeah.
I had to come out to my parents as straight. That was a real thing I had to do.
And
like
but were they
sit-down
accepting?
thing. Yeah, and they basically they were like, whatever you think's okay. Like it was like it felt at the time that they were like, are you gay?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Like that's actually what it felt like, because they were just like, oh, whatever you want to do is whatever your choice is. Like I was like, oh, okay.
They're like, quick,
Like, you don't
conversion
believe
therapy.
and because I'm so early, I'm an early queer spawn. That's like the name people have given us. But like we at the time, people didn't know like what was gonna happen for children of gays. Like they didn't know. Like people were like, oh, because people at that time, people were like, are you born? Like that was right at the beginning of Are You Born Gay?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like it existed, but it came like fully in.
Yeah, and it was like, is this gonna like affect the water? Like, are the kids being raised gonna be immediately gay?
Yes.
Also, because we don't know about gay people and whether they're nice or not, will they be able to parent children?
Right. Can my kids hang out with their kids and will it be okay? And it was definitely a weird thing.
Yeah. Or are they going to show up in go-go shorts and fucking nipple tassels and a rainbow flag?
You're like, damn it, this 7-year-old's cool.
Yeah. Fuck. When was your coming out of straight talk? How old were you then?
11 or 12?
Okay.
Ish. Like, I feel like they felt like they really had messed up.
What?
because I didn't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or anybody by the time I was like 12 or 13. Like I hadn't had anybody like that.
I didn't either.
That's what I'm saying. But when you're a lesbian parent who doesn't have that many other gay parents to talk to about this, you don't know. Like, you don't know what's going on. Like, you don't know if it's you.
Yeah, because then probably society seeping into you, like, because you're like, I'm doing the best, but like, there is no evidence to support that we could be good parents yet.
Right. Like, would have been really nice if I had a little more well-adjusted behavior in their mind. If I was like really good at sports or something.
And so they were like, hey, Lucas, is there a reason why you're not dating? Is that how it went?
Kind of like that. Yeah. Hey, I think it was more so, hey, we're cool if you ever want to bring someone home or go on a date with somebody.
Oh, that's cute. That's a nicer way to go about
it.
Instead of like, hey, is there a reason you're a fucking loser?
Well, that's the thing is,
did we do this?
I feel like that's how I felt when it was happening at the time, but now I can see it from their angle. They were just trying to not, like give me a
trauma.
Right, yeah. Exactly. Then they were like, hey, if you want to do the sex ed talk, and you go, I'm a teen. You're too late.
Well, when were you fucking?
I wasn't fucking, but I knew what fucking was.
Okay. And you'd been masturbating for a while?
Yeah, the internet had came out. It was way easier.
Yes. Now, it was early gay parents, but it was mid-internet. So
That's
everything was okay. Yeah.
Like, it took, when you turn on the internet, it did make a really loud sound, and it took a long time for things to load. But eventually, you could see a boob here and there.
And then you could release YOLO. Heyo. Is that how your first jack off went? Or I don't even mean to assume it was a jack off. What was your first cum like?
It was this is so embarrassing. It was at a sleepover.
Intentional or not?
Intentional.
Okay.
Everyone was masturbating. Not everybody could come yet, but Elijah could.
Did you say Elijah could?
Elijah, who was a little bit older than us. I don't care. Find him. Talk to him.
I was like, oh my God, either he's saying someone's real name or he's referencing the Passover ghost Elijah. Either way, I am here for it. Elijah always comes. If you know the story of Passover, Elijah always comes. That's why you leave him dinner. So after he comes, he can have some sustenance.
Oh, God. Yeah. Very weird name, because it's like if you did go to school with me, you're like, there was only one Elijah. You can't, you can do sit really hard. Anyways, I don't care. Find him. Tell him. Yeah. So we were all doing it, and it happened. Like, this is the thing. I don't think I ever just kept going.
Ah, yeah. I feel so similar because, like, I feel like until you knew that other people had an end in sight, you would just like touch for a bit and then be like, I guess that's it.
Exactly. Like, I didn't know you just kept going.
Yeah. Wait, so how old were you guys at this sleepover?
It was around the sex talk time, like the 11, 12-ish.
Okay. And Elijah, he was like 13?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Or his birthday was just like in July. He was like old for the class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Find
Elijah, you guys. Friend. We know his birthday.
Yeah. His brother was in my class, and he was older than me.
Okay.
So he was in the class above, but we were all in the, like, one of those small schools where you saw everybody in the hallway.
Where did you guys grow up?
Laramie, Wyoming.
Okay. Hello. It's me after the interview because I just kind of skipped over this. I was like, okay, Wyoming. He was in Wyoming. No, Laramie, Wyoming. A few of you are probably like, yeah, wait, whoa, holy shit, because you know that Laramie, Wyoming is like a massive site of one of the most well-known horrible hate crimes on a gay person. We actually did the Laramie Project at my high school, which is why I'm like listening back as I'm editing this, and I literally go, Laramie? And I messaged Lucas because I was like, holy shit, Laramie? And he's like, yeah. So if you're not familiar, The Laramie Project is a play that came out in 2000 by Moises Kaufman and members of the Tectonic Theater Project, which is about the reaction to the 1998 murder of a gay University of Wyoming student, Matthew Shepard, in Laramie, Wyoming. The murder was denounced as a hate crime and brought attention to the lack of crime laws in various states, including Wyoming. And so I messaged Lucas and I was like, holy shit, did you say Laramie? Because I was like, that must have been crazy to like live through that, especially as like an early gay spawn. And Lucas goes, yeah, actually, Janine Garofalo played my mom in the Laramie Project because the play got turned into a movie. And the Laramie Project is often used as a method to teach about prejudice and tolerance in personal, social, and health education and citizenship schools. And it has also been used in the UK as a general certificate of secondary education text for English literature. The play has inspired grassroots efforts to combat homophobia. And yeah, Janine Garofalo played Catherine Connolly, Lucas Connolly's mom. So I am going to do a follow-up with him that'll be on Patreon within this week or the next, and we can talk about all that stuff. So check out patreon.com/howcome, and we're going to be talking to Lucas again. And yeah, this episode is just Lucas's experience and his stories, but I cannot wait to hear that one as well, because that's going to be interesting as fuck, and I'm kicking myself and I'm feeling like an idiot that I didn't hear it the first time. But yeah, holy shit. I wish I had asked on this episode. I'm feeling so stupid. I'm just feeling really stupid in general this week, honestly. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys in. I'm feeling really down about me and feeling really stupid. I got a freaking yeast infection for the first time in like a year or what. Like since I've been using bidets, I hadn't gotten a yeast infection. I'd been so good about like peeing after sex and stuff. And Ben and I haven't even been having sex, but literally the other night, like we agreed to do it. We're gonna like, it's gonna be worth the pain for you tomorrow and worth it for me. Like, no, it was not. We're so stupid every time we do it. Like, and I didn't go to the bathroom after because I was like, whatever, like it's just not gonna happen. And like, don't be stupid like me. Now I'm sitting here itchy as sin. Like literally day after Valentine's Day, stubble itchy. You know what I mean? But like itchy from within. And I'm pissed because this could have all been solved from me just going to the bathroom, using my tushy. Like, you know, I love my tushy. It's the easiest thing. If you don't know about tushy, there's a sleek bidet attachment that clips onto your existing toilet and sprays your butt completely clean with fresh water, or your vag, or your junk, your ball stank under there, you know, anything. It's a bidet, except for it's attachable, and it's affordable, and it's called Tushy, and it's the best thing you can do for your butt and your giny and your taint and your balls and your dick. But mostly your butthole. Tushy sprays directly into your butt and it removes all the poop completely, so you aren't sitting on the bacteria that leads to the nasty things like hemorrhoids that we all know about, and yeast infections, hello, and UTIs, yeah, and itchy assholes and skid marks. I also used to like experience an itchy asshole quite frequently before the bidet, and then started using flushable wipes, which helped, but then I felt like bad because then I was flushing quote unquote flushable wipes, which are never flushable. And so basically what I'm saying is Tushy and bidet, they are the most affordable, best things for you, for the environment. They start at just $79 and you can get $10 off your order at hellotushy.com/howcome. With Tushy, you use 80% less toilet paper. It's the perfect way, as I was saying, to wash like post-sex, pre-sex. It's a dream come true during your period. And think about this. Wiping your butt with dry toilet paper does not remove all the poop. Like if you got poop on your arm or your face or any other part of your body, would you just wipe it off with dry paper? No, you wouldn't. That would be weird. You would put water. Water cleans better than just dry paper. And It saves you money on toilet paper. You're using way less, obviously. The water that is spraying with, I know a lot of you are, if you're hearing this for the first time, you're like, is it toilet water? No, it's not toilet water. It's fresh water. Tushy connects to the water supply behind your toilet. Clean, fresh water. It's the same water like you're brushing your teeth with. So I was a dumb girl. I let my mind get the best of me one time. And I said, don't get up. You'll be fine. No. Yeah, I know I like using my tushy. I was just lazy, and I'll never do it again. I love pooping with my tushy. I love doing everything with my tushy. And now I pat dry with like 2 little squares. Like, how cute am I? We had a whole wiping conversation like 2 episodes ago. Wiping's not the best, wouldn't you want to wipe with less poo already there? Yeah, do it. So go. If you want your own bidet, it does not need to cost $1 zillion to upgrade your bathroom. Tushy only costs $79 and changes your life. So go to hellotushy.com/howcome to get 10% off your order. Again, that is hellotushy.com/howcome for 10% off your order. So, okay, I guess I'm actually quite smart, because I have a tushy and use one. So that makes me a smart girl. One mistake does not define me, I'm super smart too, because I discovered the best mattress there is out there. And you know who I'm talking about, because they're my favorite. They're the best. You're going to love them if you don't have one already, but I know a bunch of you have already gotten them for yourselves and for loved ones. Look at you, cutie pies. You know them. You love them. I love them. Helix Sleep Mattresses. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, do we wish our Helix Sleep Mattress was here, because Remy has been having nightmares, bad sleeps, sweaty sleeps, stressed sleeps, and I am taking it out on my boyfriend every single morning. I am saying, you did this to me last night, and making him profusely apologize. And when that was not happening? When we were sleeping on our Helix Sleep Mattress, because I was having the best sleeps of my life. Helix Sleep Mattress, they are amazing. Helix matches you with the perfect mattress for you. You take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they match you with something designed for your body type and your sleep preferences, and the perfect mattress for you. If you like a mattress that's really soft or firm, you sleep on your side or your back or your stomach, you sleep hot, you sleep cold. There's a specific mattress for each and everybody's unique taste. We used to get the best sleeps. I don't want to insult the mattresses at Ben's parents' house, because they're not bad mattresses. I wouldn't say I've ever slept on a bad mattress, but now that I've grown accustomed to Helix, I'm like the freaking princess in the pea. Like, I will only have my luxury, and I need it back. And you guys need a Helix mattress, because if people are really stressed right now, people are tired, people are sick, you need good sleeps to keep your energy up, feeling good. If you want to, okay, this isn't necessarily for me right now, but Helix also designed their mattress with sex in mind. All of their mattresses are hybrids, meaning they have both foam and springs in them, unlike many other companies. Having springs in your mattress rather than just foam keeps you from sinking in too much and gives you the perfect level of bounce. Their high-quality springs are incredibly quiet and won't sag even during your non-sleeping activities. So are you maybe like a person like me? Maybe let's say you're living with your boyfriend and his parents, or living with your parents, or somebody's parents, or somebody's near that you don't necessarily want you to hear have sex, but you still want to have sex. Helix Sleep Mattresses. They are so quiet, so springy, so wonderful. I was matched with a Helix Sleep Midnight. If you want to be like me, just keep taking the quiz until it makes it. No, don't. Take the quiz that's right for you. I didn't know what one was going to be right for me. I always thought I needed a softer mattress. Then I took this quiz, and it was like, no, this is what you need. And I love it so much. Whenever I sleep on my Helix at home, I sleep better. I fall asleep right away. Somehow my dreams are not as bad. Ben doesn't have to apologize to me in the morning. He doesn't move when I move and have to go to the bed in the next room. It's just better. It's better. I'm not saying we're doing poorly, but it would be better. Maybe we will get a Helix delivered here. Yes, that sounds like the thing. We miss it. We both miss it. And if you're thinking, this mattress sounds great, like I deserve to have an amazing mattress, you do, honey. You really do. So if you want to upgrade your life and spend half of your life sleeping, why don't you make it a nice sleep and make the awake half of your life even better when you have a good sleep? Go to helixsleep.com/howcome, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/howcome. That is Helix, HELIX, sleep.com/howcome for up to $200 off. Isn't that amazing? All right, I'm going to let you get back to the episode because I know some of you are like, can you just stop, interrupt? I'm sorry. I just have to tell you a little bit of things about myself and my life. But yeah, we're going to get back to Lucas. This episode only gets better, so strap in. Okay, and did you have any siblings? Or do you have any siblings?
I did not have any. I have a brother on my sperm donor side that I've never met.
Cool.
And so I am very, people are like, do you have any siblings? I'm like, technically
Yes.
There's this guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
But
no,
we've
I was
never had-
doted
I
on.
mean,
Every dream and wish of all of my mothers is on me.
Yeah. Yes. I have only child attitude while also knowing I'm not.
Yeah.
Or I am to my mom's.
Yeah. Whose idea at the sleepover was it to masturbate?
I cannot remember.
But like, was it
Don't
well
remember.
received by the rest of the room?
The thing is, the only thing I remember is I remember coming. I don't remember what everyone else is doing, but I remember coming and being like, there shouldn't be all these guys around.
Yeah, that's a really nice moment of clarity. It's literally post-cum clarity.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, what is going on? Mistakes are being had.
And then after that, you probably were like, I'm just going to do this solo.
I definitely don't remember doing it with a group ever again after that.
Yeah.
It feels like there was like a floodgate, and it was like, and I don't remember if it was right then or if it was like the 2 times or 3 times after that, but then it was like daily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. It's so fun.
Like it went from 0 to daily.
It's
yes,
addictive.
Exactly.
Oh, what a blast. Oh my
Yes.
God, listen to that, you guys. Those are genuine New York City sirens. Just blasting through the dead streets of New York, saying, New
That's
York's
right.
dead. No.
We got to get people to this hospital. Come on. Go out and party, though.
Ugh, it's such a familiar sound.
This is a thing, and I don't remember if this was in a sex talk or if I just
Mhm.
eavesdropped this out of a thing, but I do remember hearing that sex wasn't over until both people came.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, which I had heard very early.
Yeah, well, it definitely wasn't in sex ed, right?
Definitely not in sex ed,
Yeah.
so it must have been some cool lesbian party,
Yeah.
where they were making jokes like, oh, look at her fingernails. She's going on a date,
Mhm.
right? Because they cut their
trim,
nails.
because they're considerate.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
But yeah, no, I would think if I was hooking up with a guy who was raised by lesbian parents, like you would assume that they got the best version of the sex talk because lesbians have the highest approval rate for orgasms. Like they both come or not simultaneously,
Yeah.
but they both come as much as each other. And there's no culture of vagina shaming
No.
that's just not a thing. Whereas like with heterosexual relationships, like a lot of us are coming from the world where guys have, besides just using pussy as a derogatory term, like point blank, been like,
Sure.
they smell like fish. They're fucking disgusting. I'm not going down there. I don't need to go down there. That conversation would never happen in your
Yes.
household.
No, definitely not. I was looking at TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, everybody.
No. Love it.
But I was looking at
Go further.
love it. But there was this thing that's popular that I've seen recently, and you know how like on TikTok when you watch something to like the end of it but it's like weird you don't understand why it's in your feed,
Yeah.
but now you get a lot more like it.
Yeah.
So I was looking at one. I got in this weird thing where it was just a million of these, like, it looked like 18-year-old girls being like, I got that gorilla grip pussy. It kept on people saying that as like a line.
What?
And it was like, they were saying they have a gorilla grip.
No, I heard
pussy,
you, but how did you get to
was-
the section
No,
of
yeah.
TikTok?
Because you don't know what happened. You watch one video. Like, I feel like I was watching pimple popping videos, and now I'm in weird
If you
gorilla
like
grip.
pimple popping, you might love gorilla pussy grip.
Right. And it was just such a weird, I was like, why is this a thing?
Yeah.
That you're like, and I was like, oh, because this is a thing that straight guys
Like.
shame women.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
they
Shame women for having a loose pussy.
Yes, so they're like, I don't have a loose pussy. I have a gorilla grip pussy. Like, I have the best pussy. Which I was like, it's cool because it is positive, but it does feel like it was based on kind of be like, no.
Yeah,
there's been a lot of
there's
rumors
been
going
speculation
around.
about me having a loose fucking vagina requiring Super Plus tampons, which, by the way, I wear Super Plus tampons, and I also have a gorilla grip. So shut the fuck up, you guys. Like, just the narrative is so, it really scares young vulva owners into not fucking for a very long time because you're so scared that your walls are going to be too flappy and no one will ever love you and they're going to tell the whole school. And
Totally.
Like, I could see your girlfriend being like, Lucas is going to know what he's doing and he's going to spend a good amount of time.
Yes, I have twice, before my girlfriend, they call it like a straycation.
Okay. So
that's when lesbians or mostly lesbians, bi women go on a, like, hey, I'm going to go have sex with a guy because I am single right now.
Yeah.
Before I go back to women. And I've been with 2 of them so far. So, like, because people want, because that's a thing that they're like, oh, because I'm not going to have the problems I have.
Because it's going to be worth it with you. Like,
That's
otherwise, we're just letting another hot dog through the hole.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Like, they still
That's
are
exactly
like,
what they say to me, actually.
I remember this one woman was all like, look, you are going to be the best a straight guy could be, and I'm going to find out that I don't want to be with that. And I was like, okay, this is going to be fun.
Oh, no pressure. A straycation. I've never heard that terminology before, and I'm living for it.
Oh, it's strange. I had sex with a girl, and it was her first time having sex with a man.
Wow.
But she'd been with women since she was like 15 years old. And now she was like 22 or 23. And she was like, hey. And I was like, I don't think I'm the guy, really, to be honest. Like, I would love to think I was like really good. Like I feel like I am a good, considerate lover, but like the thing of being like good at fit sex I don't always feel that way, especially when I don't know them. I have too much anxiety. But there's also something about just inertia, right? It's just how long can you go without
I used to be very impressed with man's like arm strength, and I'd like sit there like in plank pose and try and pump, and I'd be like, wow, they're really doing a lot.
Exactly. And that's like where I'm like, man, well, they're really noticing that I don't have the cardio, and my teeth are really weird.
And my gums.
It keeps coming back to that.
And anybody who's like, you guys, stop fixating on your gums. You've watched somebody on TV and gone, what the fuck is wrong with their gums?
Yeah.
Like,
you Jonah Hill looking motherfucker.
Grace, stop playing with this cord. That's not cool. I actually came out during dating Ben, and so we've been discussing like a straycation at some point. Like,
oh, that's so nice.
I know, but I feel like there's gonna be a girl out there who's gonna be like, there was this girl who had never fucked a woman, and then at 30 years old, she came to me and like, she's gonna be the you.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool for you. I'm very excited for you.
I know, but it also, I'm like such a fraidy cat, because like I don't want to be bad, I don't want to be wrong, I don't want to like, I don't know, in the middle go, oh no, I'm straight. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. As a guy that is hooked up with men to find out I didn't like it, for me it was like, oh, I don't like this at all, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to do this again. But I wasn't.
You only did it once?
Bad. I did it twice. Just to make sure that it wasn't just that person I really disliked.
You're the best. You're like really doing science.
That was it. I was on. So I lost my virginity on Craigslist, right, to this girl.
No way.
Yes. I was hooking up with this woman, and I told her I was a virgin, and then she freaked out and was like, "I'm not gonna have sex with you. You're a virgin. That's weird." And so I went on Craigslist and was like, "Hey, will someone take it from me? Will take my virginity away from me because I can get back
a girl
with this
who wasn't on Craigslist said this.
Yes, some girl I went on a date with. And and it hurt my feelings so bad but while I was on there, I posted that story. Hey, I just tried to hook up with this girl I really, really liked, but then she rejected me because I was a virgin, and I don't really think virginity is that big of a deal, but to her it was. And I posted on Craigslist, and it was juicy because normally people on Craigslist are just like, I'm a guy, come over, use my holes, right? It's like that's mostly how it is, right? And when my one had such a thing, I got probably like 60 to 100 messages from strangers on the internet. Half of them, I think, were gay men, but they were just being nice to me.
That's really nice.
Isn't that so nice? They're just like, hey, man, sex really isn't that big of a deal. Don't, and
you're like, I know. She's the one who said.
Yeah. Also, I had an ask at the end of it. I didn't ask for sympathy. I had an ask. The ask was just like, hey, will someone have sex with me?
Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't need notes.
Right. But there was so many guys. It was the guy that, that's just Craigslist for you. But it was
not anymore. Now because of Sesta Fosta, which we should do a sex work episode soon. Actually, you know what? You guys, head to patreon.com/howcome. We are having Slutty Girl Problems and Horgasmic back on to talk about their OnlyFans, and we'll talk about it then.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to Lucas.
But yeah, because there were so many guys that messaged me being like, hey, if you want to hook up with a guy, maybe I got those messages too. And because I got so many of them, I was like, if this is a thing that I could be into, this seems
I have a lot of options.
Yes. Wow. So much better.
Yeah, and nice people.
Yes.
I used to flirt. I don't know if I've said this on How Come yet, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but my friend Brianna and I, when we were 11 years old, we're just saying names this episode. My friend Brianna and I, when we were 11 years old, used to go into AOL chat rooms and cyber with gay older men and pretend that we were young gay men.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I feel bad for them, but
I feel the thing is like we all did it. We all did it because this is the thing. I wanted to know what it was like. I wanted to know when I was messaging, and I think this is because I actually do think a lot, and I am very considerate, is that I felt like I wanted to know what a woman or a girl online was going through when they messaged and said what their like stats were. Hey, I'm Kelly and I'm a female and I live in blah blah blah, and then like how many messages they get, and how many of them are creepy, and it's like, oh, once you know, then you can be like, oh, well, I need to be like nicer and more interesting.
Nice guys finish first, you guys.
Yeah.
Or no,
sometimes.
Nice guys finish. Well,
Nice guys usually finish. They usually.
Nice guys let you come first, and then they finish last.
Yeah, I wish that was really the angle of that song, but
Is it not?
I don't think so. Yeah.
We're changing it.
Yes, I love it.
We're changing it. Okay, so then there was a woman that you lost your virginity to from Craigslist, right?
Yes.
How old were the two of you?
So I was out of rehab, so so I'm doing well. I guess so I was like 19 or 20.
Okay.
And she wouldn't give me her name.
Interesting.
So
but she gave you her flower.
Yeah. Or I gave her my flower. I gave her the gift.
Yeah. I just meant it as her vag, but yes.
Yeah.
You also gave her your flower.
Yes.
Where did you meet? How did it go down? Was it good?
She came to the place, the apartment I was staying in, and it was not good. I got a red condom from a shop. So my dick was like neon red, which was like a weird thing at the time to imagine. And I didn't like that at all.
You're like, I look like a dog. Red rocket.
Right, exactly. She was like, put on some music, and I put on like some really bad electronic music because that's what I thought was good for sex.
Like intergalactic.
No, it was way more embarrassing. It was like Dead Mouse, but it was like, at the beginning. But no, you don't understand. It wasn't popular yet.
The beat is about to drop.
Yeah, it was chill house. We start hooking up. The moment I'm inside of her, she just starts talking with me, like conversationally.
Oh,
like,
God.
Blah 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 blah. Like just. What's going on? How was your day?
Like dentist conversation.
Yes, exactly. Dentist conversation. Then it's like, I'm like, okay, this is weird. I'm having a conversation. I'm doing this. Then she's like, you're the girl that you went on a date with. She was kind of a bitch. She started talking about the post I wrote back to me while we were having sex, and I was like, can we maybe talk about this
compartmentalize
a little bit later?
Yeah. You're talking about a trauma while taking my virginity.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
literally inside of you. Please stop trying to pick apart my brain.
Right. Ugh.
Ew, hate her.
Yeah.
But also
Sugar Poof. That was her handle.
That was her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you come quick?
Oh, for sure. But I was trying to keep that part of the storytelling out of it. Yeah.
Sorry. I would be concerned if a person didn't come quick. Like if I had a dick and I put it in a warm vagina, a wet ass pussy, and I didn't come from it. With that gorilla grip, I'd be concerned, honestly. No. No, if you last long on the first time, that's great too. I also Ben and I learned this the other day is we also used colored condoms, both of us. I had a yellow, he had a blue, and you had a red. And so together we're the primary colors.
Oh, that's really nice.
So cute.
I know a lot of people that got the glow in the dark ones for the first one that they had because they got it from a bowling alley.
Because what's more fun than seeing a floating peen just coming at you in the night?
Oh, yeah.
There was a power outage at my college freshman year, and my friend had a pack of glow-in-the-dark condoms, and we dared him to put one on and run down the stairs, and then we were going to film it from above just to see a dick running down the stairs. But it never worked out. Didn't. Would have been weird.
It's one of those things. It's like, hey, so I want you to run while also keeping hard.
That's the thing. It's like he was like, "This is a great idea," and then he was like, "Wait, I have to get fucking hard to do this."
I think you never see that. You never see a marathon or with hard-on erections.
I would love to see a marathon with hard-on.
I would love if that's what made you win. Like you were running and you were. And it's the thing they got over the finish line.
I'm just like picturing like when they run with their pole vault thing, but instead it's their massive dick and they just go over like a little whoop.
They smashed her face into the ground.
You guys, 2021 Olympics, please make this happen.
Oh my God, a genital Olympics is something I want.
Ping pong pussy popping contest.
Ooh, or I was thinking Kegel ups. So basically,
yeah.
So you have to hold weights, different weights. So do you ever?
I think we're onto something. You and me, Lucas.
I think so. I think we combine this with like the smallest dick competition.
What's that?
Okay, so in Bushwick, before BC, before COVID, there was a contest where men would come and they would show off their smallest penis, and then they would do an award show like Miss America, like about the smallest dicks.
Yeah, that could be part of the Olympics. 100%.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like those people were all, they liked the like weird shame part, and they all had, they were physically meant for it.
Listen, it doesn't need to be shame. There are things you can do with a small dick that you can't do with a big dick sometimes, and running with an erection is one of them.
Yeah.
Wait, so I want to just go back to did you hook up with your first guy from Craigslist as well?
I think I did. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because you were like the floodgate. They're already here.
Yeah. It was way later though.
I love that you tried. I was recently watching this show called Love on the Spectrum, and it's about autistic people dating. It's a docuseries. It's so good. And these two kids are on a date, and the guy goes, "Yeah, I thought I was gay for a while, but then I watched gay porn and I really didn't like that."
Yeah. Oh.
And I was like, good. Like, it's so great for a person to be able to say, I tried it, I didn't like it, I still think it's okay for the people who do like it, and I don't think it has any effect on like my like I've dated bi guys before, and people in my life have been like, the guy you're hooking up with is gay. Yeah. Like the second you have a dick in your mouth, like you're fucking gay. And I just think that is the most harmful and rude towards gay people, because it's saying that the gay is the thing that taints you. Like if a gay person hooks up straight once, does that make them now straight? They're straight. They did it. It's like, no. Why does it only work the one way?
Because they're treating gay like it's herpes.
Right.
Like it's that's it.
Yeah.
Legit, that's it. They're like, oh, you caught it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I don't show any more symptoms of it, and I never got that way. You hooked up with a person with herpes. You have herpes forever. Especially
with men.
Yeah.
Like with women, it's always like, well, women are the fairer sex. Women like each other's bodies more. And it's like, I don't know who made that narrative up, but I know so many guys who have experimented with guys, or so many guys who also like guys and girls. Like it doesn't mean you're gay.
No. And also you can go one way, kind of like you can be like, oh, that's an attractive guy. Like I feel like I would be gay, but my standards for men would be very, very
much higher.
Yes.
Yeah.
And and I think that was the thing. I was like, oh, why is it's so weird that I don't have I don't have the kind of standards for women that I have for men.
Jenny, don't listen to this.
No, and my girlfriend is way out of my league and beautiful and very, very nice. Yeah. But it is a funny thing where it's like, oh God, it's weird when they need to be special. They need to be not only
exactly. Oh, he's calling me. Okay, and we are at an hour. Look at us.
We did it.
Wait, we have. Is there anything else we can talk about? You've already given us such gold.
Hey, I'm trying to think.
Oh, they usually want this advice from learned people, and I think you are one. If you can't come,
mhm.
what would your advice to a person be?
I definitely think you should keep if it's a thing you want. I guess because I you know
Mm-hmm.
if it's a thing you want,
If it's a
then
thing you want.
you should keep trying. And
Yes.
I would just say there's a lot of different things out there, and you probably haven't tried them all. And you should just
Yeah.
keep on trying them until you figure something that you might enjoy.
Mm-hmm. I truly, truly feel that. Because also the thing might not even exist yet. And that doesn't mean to give up. Like, I literally
Yes.
had to revisit sex toys because all the sex toys that I had tried when I was 24 weren't doing it. But then come 27, they existed.
Yes.
You know? So,
Right.
yeah,
Like
just
it
keep
might be
plugging.
keep plugging, just keep putting your things in things, and
Yes, plug up all of your holes.
yeah,
Plug your
figure it
ears.
out. Yes.
Have you ever tried any
Smells.
plugs?
Oh yeah.
You like them?
All right. I think about them all the time, even
Mm-hmm.
though yeah, I really want I would like to get more into it. It's a weird thing in the household because Jenny doesn't care about it.
Okay. Yeah. There's a new plug that we saw on Indiegogo that's like it looks really fucking revolutionary
Is it the one
and
that goes and it's like it has like
it like
multiple
thrusts.
things and it sucks in and out? Because I've watched a bunch of those videos in a weird way that makes me really want to try one.
You should
But
get one.
they're pretty expensive. And then I kept on being like, I do a bunch of sex storytelling and comedy shows, and they always have toys. I'm like, I'll next time I'm there, I'll see if
When's your
I can
birthday?
get one. July 14th.
It already passed. I can see what I can do.
Woo! Oh my
I can see because
gosh.
if you want to do so, like, fucking do the thing, and your
That's true.
like whoever your partner doesn't need to be involved necessarily. They're not around all the time.
That's right.
I know she's walking to other people's apartments to take pictures of them. That's
Right.
Lucas time.
That is yeah, those they seem very interesting and I'm not against it, and I have definitely stuck a
Mm-mm.
bunch of things inside my body in my life. So, but
Mm-hmm.
those things
And
seem
still
different.
not gay. You hear that?
That's right. Doesn't
And
matter doesn't matter what those guys I fuck say.
yeah. Oh, can we ask this question? Did you top or bottom or both?
Oh,
Did you give all the tries?
so I would topped because
So you
deep
still got to
down.
try something else.
See, that's what people say, and I always I'm like, I feel like I kind of know. I think I've gone pretty
Yeah.
close to like fully making a full decision.
Yeah, there are gay guys who never bottom in their life. You know,
Right,
like you really, it's all up to you. It's all up to like what's
right.
comfortable. I have loved having you here so much.
Oh, so
Um,
great.
can we invite you back for a little Patreon if people have questions after the episode?
I would love that.
Okay, awesome. Where can everybody find you online?
Ooh, find me lovablelucas.com, and that's my website, and it has the links to everything. My Twitter, my YouTube,
Hooray!
everything. So easy.
Awesome. Yes. Follow us at How Come Podcast, please. I know I said I don't care about subscribing, but now I do. Apparently, subscribing is very important. My team was like, why did you say that? You guys rate, review, and subscribe. Because currently in the pandemic, people are listening to less podcasts, and we understand that life is slower. But if you just subscribe, it makes our downloads look good, and then I don't kill myself. I won't. I'm a coward. Just kidding. I won't. This is all a joke. I am fucking joking. I feel great. I'm getting a lot of oxygen out here. What else? Follow me, Remy Casimir. And finally, I have to ask this, Lucas, to you after a sexual experience, which this has been. Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. This is a great day.
And we'll see you next time on How Come. Goodbye. Awesome.
It's not you, it's me. I try so hard to finish honestly. They say you'll know when you go all the way from A right down to O. Oh no, I think that I've still got a ways to go. Oh, I'm sick of this and I have got to know. How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna jizz